got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday, nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there.
We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Saturday night. I'm gonna quit my job. Never wanna have no bar.
Hello and welcome back here to Iowa Plains. I'm just over here checking out the sheep, seeing how they're doing, checking out the cute little lambs as they're running across. But enough of that. I need to get back to the farming, and that's what we're here for, is the farming. So if you remember from our little intro episode, well, it's kind of a long intro episode, but where we kind of checked out the map, you probably noticed that all the corn was ready to be harvested, and that is going to be a major focus of this episode. And to get that done, we are going to have to start pretty soon, because if you look up the top right up there, we have some rain in the forecast. So if we hop over onto the weather map, it looks like it's going to be starting around 10 a.m. But it's going to be pretty short-lived, thankfully, so shouldn't affect us too much. But we're going to try and get everything set up beforehand, before the rain starts. And then if whatever we don't get done before the rain starts, we'll finish after the rain starts. So first up is we're going to pull out the harvesters. And we're going to start here with the New Holland, which between these two, both of these are very identical and very awesome and very large and very big. But I will admit the New Holland is kind of my favorite. I am a huge New Holland fan. So let me just pull this up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this one up here, up beside the barn here, and let it get warmed up. Let's leave it running there. Then we're going to grab the other one, because we're going to need to use both, because we have two fields and I want to get both of them done. And yeah, it'll make it a lot faster that way. Also, these fields, while they're not our largest fields, in fact, this one here is actually probably our smallest field of all of the fields. And that cornfield over there is also not very large compared to the other ones. They both are good size though. So running the two harvesters, we could do it with one, but running the two will just make it easier. So let me head over here. I'm gonna hop in the Create Agri and grab the headers. While I'm heading over here, I do want to say, like, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, be sure and do that. Really helps out a lot, and I really do appreciate all the new people that have joined lately. And let's see here. Let's get this opened up here, and we're going to hop in here. Actually, let's open the other side as well. There we go. And I just love this tractor, by the way. It is absolutely amazing. It's from Enomod, and I don't know if you've checked it out or not, but I'd highly recommend getting it. It is a really awesome tractor, very well done. I mean, even the inside, I need to clean it. It's a bit dirty, but it's just really well done. Like even like when you're accelerating and changing gears, I mean, it's just, yeah, really awesome. both inside and out. All right, let's back up here. What we do is we get the first one going, the first harvester going, and then we'll get this that's set up with a cart and a trailer and everything like that. Then we'll get the second one going in the small field. So kind of my plan for this is we're going to use course plate auto drive combination to have a lot of well, use the workers, use the system so we can maximize our efficiency on getting the fields harvested. And the cool part is I'm not sure if everyone is familiar with course plate auto drive, so I kind of want to walk you through a little bit of that too while we're doing this to kind of show how awesome it is. And the part we're going to be focusing on for this is we're going to have one worker and the harvester on course play working on this large cornfield here, and then we're going to have a second worker with one of our grain carts carting, emptying the harvest out as needed, and then carting that over to a third worker who is going to be sitting in a semi with one of our large grain trailers, and that worker will be carting it from the field to the silo. So we'll use 3 workers and to harvest that entire field, which is one of the reasons I really love using course play and auto drive. So, whoops, I overshot it a little bit. All right, let's get this hooked up. There we go. I really do like this harvester, by the way. New Holland is kind of one of my favorite brands. I like the whole, you know, the Feed Agri, New Holland, Ford brand. I think also, if I remember correctly, I think also Case IH is also part of that group now. I'm trying to remember. If you know, leave a comment, let me know, because I'm actually trying to remember that. But what we're going to do is, so this is field 7 here. We're going to, let me just clear that up. So I have this kind of separate out. So this entire section here is all field 7, but I separated it out. So for the course play, I have it labeled as field 7 big and field 7 small. So we're going to go ahead and load up the course there. And then we should be able to, oh, well, so we're going to start this video by showing you what not to do. And I'm sure some of you by now have already left a comment saying like, hey idiot, you can't use a grain header to harvest corn. You would be 100% correct. Actually, before I drop that, let's unfold the header. So I'm going to have my tractor take it back and put it away because, yeah, we don't need it. And we're going to head over here and grab the correct header for the harvester because I don't know what I was thinking there. So that's our first lesson for this episode is how to do it wrong. Now let's head over here. We're going to grab our corn header, which I have 2 of them, and they're kind of tucked away back here in a perfect little spot for them. So let me just pull up here, grab this one. There we go. I mean, that is like a perfect spot for those. All right, so let's start unfolding that now, and then also start unfolding the harvester again. I'm going to fold it up because I'm not sure it would not fit in that space unfolded, so we had to fold it back up. All right, so let's get over here, and what I'm going to do is we're going to clear our current course. and we're going to load the correct one with corn header. I don't know why I didn't catch that before now, but yeah, you know, things happened. So let me just get this little starting area here. And so here's what we're going to do on this. Just kind of set up this for the course play and auto drive. First thing we want to do is open up our auto drive, and we're going to select the field here. It doesn't matter what's down here. It's just what field we have, or what waypoint we have selected here. We're going to select the one for this field, which is field 7, large tractor weight. Let me select that. We can go ahead and close this. We're done with that. And the next thing we're going to do is open up the course play, and we have our course play set up, first waypoint, and we're just going to let it go. While that's going though, I am going to hop in here because little side thing, I want to check something on the harvester. Headlands disabled. I always have my, I don't do swaths on the headlands because it just gets really, well, there could be some collisions if you're also belling up while harvesting, which I tend to do if I'm doing straw, which corn doesn't have straw though. The other thing I always do is stop while unloading, because I've had some issues where if the harvester doesn't stop, it has trouble unloading. Like the workers just don't work well together. So I always do that. Just it adds a little bit of time to the harvesting, but it just overall is better. All right, so we're gonna head back way over here. Hey, look, it's our header. I'll put that away in a second. Oh, and it's raining. All right, so we don't have to rush now because the harvester should be stopping any moment here. I may head out there and make sure. It's still moving. I don't want it harvesting while it's raining. So we're gonna, rather than try and catch up, we're gonna meet it. So we'll, I'm taking the long route, aren't I? Kind of forgot that this field just kind of loops around everything, which I intentionally did on the layout. I really like fields that just kind of naturally fit. Like they're contoured to fit in the area that they are. I'm never a huge fan of square fields. They're kind of nice. Oh. Now you stop. After I'm almost here. Must have saw me coming. Alright, so we're going to turn around on the steep embankment here. Head back. Because I don't need to go over there and yell at the driver to stop. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go put the Ron header away and just kind of hide that so that no one sees it, and you know, get that out of sight, because that's just kind of embarrassing. But I'm going to leave it in the video just because you know what, the whole premise of this series is farming as I would farm if I was just playing, and you know, oh, there's some mud. Guess what? When you're farming, when you're playing, you're gonna make mistakes. So we're gonna leave it in. Plus, if I ever do a blooper reel, that would be funny. All right, so I'm gonna put this away, and so we'll go ahead and pause it right here, and we'll do a little jump until I forget to put it away, because you know what? You don't want to see it, and I don't want you to see it, because it's just kind of embarrassing. So we'll be right back. All right, so we're back. I got that put away. We put that behind us. It's all done. So what we're going to do is we're going to get set up for when the rain stops. So we can just pick up the harvesting there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to set up the carting and everything. So let me get these opened up here. All right, there we go. And what I'm going to do is let's hop in the New Holland here. Because it is my favorite one. Of the three, it's my favorite. Now, one thing you're probably noticing is there is no green, no John Deere on this farm. I mean, there's some green stuff, but there is no John Deere. Well, guess what? I'm not a huge fan of John Deere. Yeah, I'm one of those people. It's not that they don't make good equipment. It's just, I'm just not a fan of them. So, I don't have any John Deere here. That's what that is. That's all there is to it. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to send this out to the field to the point we want it to be at. So let me just brake here. Wow, braking's a little iffy there, a little squishy. So I want to do is put this on field 7, large tractor weight. There we go. And I want to drive there, so I'm going to send it and let it go. And the reason for that is because that's going to be the unload point where we unload from the from that grain cart into the semi. So I want to have it in position so I can position the semi in the correct spot. So next up is let's see here. Which trailer do I want to use? I could, you know what? I'm going to use this one here. So let me back this up here and get it connected and opened up. And let's head out without hitting the back of our other harvester. We've already had enough bloopers or train wrecks so far, so let's try not to do any more here. Okay, so what I want to do is click on the little exclamation box here, or triangle, I guess you could call it, exclamation triangle, just to kind of see the past settings we have in place. And what we're gonna want to do is create a stop point here. So let me this would be a one-way one as well, which is really important. And I need to actually check and make sure that this over here with the tractor is also one way, because if it's not, then it's not. That really messes things up. So what I did here is I just connected this together because our starting point started out in front of it a little bit. So I'm gonna connect that, and then so that way our main path here is connected to the starting point. And then what we're going to do is drive up beside our tractor here. I'm going to pull forward so I leave more than enough room here to clear where it comes in. So we're going to pull right about there, I think. Let's get a little bit further. Well, you know what? Let's just leave that with there. So what we're going to do is, because actually I want the waypoint to be here, but it started there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add a field-07 unload. And let's put that there. I'm going to go in here, expand the fields, and drop this down into here. So we have that there. And then I didn't mean to close that. That stopped our recording, which is fine. We're going to move this forward to right about here, I think. We're gonna start our recording again. I'm gonna connect this to there, and then we're gonna finish out our recording. Actually, I don't need to record this because what we're gonna do is let me back up here a little bit. Is we're gonna take this, tie it into right there, and also to that one. So we have an option for both ways. All right. So we have our routes all put in now. So what we're going to do is close all that. And this is kind of where the, I guess you say the magic part is. We're going to start with a semi. We're going to set it up to where it has a load here where it's going to pick up our corn from here. So we're going to put field 7 unload, and we want it to empty into the silo, and the corn what we're doing is corn. So we want to switch that over to corn, and we're going to hit go. So it's going to pull forward. It might drive around because I may have gone too far. So it will pull back around, which is fine. I'm fine with that. Now what we want to do on this one is change this to where it has the harvester icon here, which is right there. And so we have field 7 large tractor weight. And we want to change the unload also to that same point. Now, if you remember on the harvester, we had selected field 7. So when you have the harvester selected, this little icon here, you always want to make sure that this has the same location that the harvester you want to unload has. Really important. And then this is about where you're going to come back to empty this out, which is right here, and it will empty into our semi. But one little issue here is this is a two-way. Our pipe is on this side, so we need this to always come in this way. So what we're going to do is fix that real quick here. So we want to do is change this so it's a one-way going there. We just back up a little bit more and do that again for here. Oh, there's multiple. Well, that's also do this one. So that way, yep, there we go. So that way everything is one way going up to this point, which is really important that we have that. All right, so let me just back up a little bit more here. And we can go ahead and turn that off and then turn this on. And let's see here. It should pull up to that point and stop. Hopefully. Yep. There it goes. All right. The semi should pull right up here beside it once it gets back from its little, it's doing a lap around the field. Not sure why. Actually, before it gets too far on that, I want to check something. Make sure we don't have an accident later on. Okay. I just want to make sure it was something coming in that way. So let's just watch it here just to make sure we set this up correctly. I'm pretty sure I did. Hopefully. I might have this a little too far forward. Or not enough. I don't know. Let's wait and see where it goes. Oh, that's perfect. Because that will empty right about there. And that leaves enough room maybe for that to get by. All right, I think we're good there. All right, so we are good here. So this field all set to go. The harvester is on a worker with course play. We have this worker here on the auto drive, and it's going to cart from the harvester back to here and empty into this very dirty Must have gone through the mud. Semi trailer, and then this, when it gets full, it will cart over to the silo and empty out. So we are all good in this field. We don't have to worry about that. The workers have it. So what we're going to do is head back over here and grab the other harvester, and we're going to start working on this field once the rain stops, which hopefully won't be too long. And let's see here. What I may do is once we get everything set up with this one, I'll probably speed up time. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I'll just speed up the time a little bit there so it moves along a little bit faster. So that way, by the time we get the header connected, hopefully the rain will have stopped. Yeah. Now, one thing I do want to do, and we may not get to it in this episode, but I also want to get done before we move on from October, is we have one of the fields, I think it was the wheat field, that needs to be sprayed with herbicide, because it does have some weeds coming up. So we probably will take care of that, probably not in this episode, but maybe in the next one. But again, for the series, I don't want to plan it out too much ahead. I just want to kind of play the game, see where it takes us. Speaking of that, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I am kind of debating if I want to use Mace Plus or not. Oh, it stopped raining. So what's slow time back down? There we go, down to 3x. I'm thinking about doing it. I have used Mace Plus in the past, and it is definitely a challenge. It makes but that's kind of the fun of it. It is a little bit challenging, but in the way this series, what we're doing, I think that could be kind of fun to have a little bit of something to kind of mess, not make it too easy. So leave a note in the comments. Let me know what you think, if I should do that or not. And yeah, because I'm kind of thinking I might. I want to get your input on that. So we're going to slip around in the mud a little bit here because it did just stop raining. So we got definitely some mud happening here. I do love that mod. But it does mean I'm going to have to really wash everything down now, which is okay. Something I'm going to do is we'll go ahead and put this into a time lapse for this field, and we'll get this one all done, provided I don't miss too much, because evidently I'm already missing stuff. I'm as bad as the workers. But we'll get this field all done, and then we'll kind of see where we're at once we're done with the time lapse.
Hey, I don't know if I told you that I think you're beautiful, and how I can't wait to hold you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down, and I don't know how I would do without you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down. Hey, now look into my eyes. You can use them as a mirror, baby. You're my ticket to paradise. Hey, now everything's alright. We've been longing for each other, and it feels like I'm on cloud nine. I don't wanna be without you. This is something that I know for sure. It's just something about you. I just want more. Tell me what you wanna do right now. Tell me what you wanna do tonight. I really don't care as long as I'm with you. Hey, now look into my eyes. You can use them as a mirror, baby. You're my ticket to paradise. eyes, you can use them as a mirror. You're my ticket to paradise. Hey, now look into my eyes, you can use them as a mirror, baby. You're my ticket to paradise.
And we are just about done with this field. And I don't know if you just saw that, but the driver of the car just took off across the field to empty our harvester. So that's good to see that working. And how that's triggered is, see the pipe is out over there. So the way that is set up with auto drive is whenever the pipe comes out for a harvester that's on the same waypoint there, the worker will automatically end. Oh my goodness, I was so busy talking I didn't drive a straight line. But anyways, yeah, so what happens is whenever the pipe comes out, a worker will automatically drive over and empty the harvester. So it should be getting empty. We should start seeing that number on the top right up here where it says worker friends fill level 63%. Hopefully that number should start dropping soon. Let me see if we can see it. So it looks like it's getting lined up over there. I kind of want to hop out and see if I can run over there and see it. Yes, I left the harvester running and just hopped out because yeah. Looks like we may have... Oh no! You guys gonna collide or... You gonna figure it out? I don't think they are. You guys are playing a game of chicken? Alright, I think my easiest option here... Oh, of course. Auto drive figured it out, like, oh, I need to back up out of the way. Okay, let's see if the worker figures it out. And while they're doing that, I'm going to switch this to nearest waypoint. Come on, I know you can do it. I probably shouldn't have intervened because it would have figured it out. It is a pretty smart system. There it goes. And I do have a much higher capacity in this harvester than that trailer does. So that's a thing. All right, so let's get this back up and running now that I intervened and probably shouldn't have. And let's run back over to our harvester. So that worker is now going to do a loop around the field and head back over to that waypoint on the other side of this, and where the semi is, and unload its load, and then hopefully after that it will come back to the harvester and grab another load. Let's see here. Yep, hey, it's right where I left it. Which, by the way, you probably should never do that if you're farming. Leave your harvester running with the header on and everything. That's like, yeah, you just shouldn't do that. It's a really bad example. Or a good example of things not to do, which seems to be a thing I do sometimes in this game when I'm farming. Yeah. But anyways, we did finish up this field. So what I'm going to do is, I didn't bring a cart over for this field because, well, didn't think it was needful. So what I'm going to do is head over here and let's go ahead and dump my load into the semi. And what I'm going to do is, actually, I'm going to wait a second because I want to see which one they use. So we'll just pause for a moment and wait patiently for the very slow driver to get up here. Today, please. Please. I said please.
1 hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
And here it is, finally. Okay. Which one are you going to use? The front one. I'll use the back one. Yeah, I think I'm going to do, actually I don't want to unfold it because I might hit the trailer. That's going to be, there's enough clearance. Maybe. And what we're going to do is help out the worker here on this field. So let's hop into the menu here. And let's load that course. I did not set this up with multiple harvesters. So what we're going to do is head down here a little bit. And I think right about here. Well, I'm going to go a little bit wide for both ways just to make sure I don't mess anything up. All right. And what I'm going to do on this is change this one also to have the build 7 large tractor weight. And I think I might run through here real quick. I'll see a harvester. There it is. Let's hop in here. Hitch a ride. Check it out. See how it's going. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel the worker on that and take over. So we'll go ahead and clear the course pay. There we go. So that way what I can do is I'll finish this row up, and the next one, the worker's going to finish up in the fence on those last 2 rows there. And while the fence doing that, we'll get this one unloaded and cleaned and washed, because oh my goodness, this thing is filthy. Oh wow. Did you have like a mud bath or something? Wow. That's definitely impressive. Not in a good way. So yeah, we're definitely gonna give this thing a bath and get it cleaned up, because I'm not gonna put my equipment away in this state. Gotta take care of it, because these things are expensive, like really expensive. So we want to take care of our machinery. And actually, when we're done with this harvesting here, we'll be done with harvesting for the year too. So because we're in October now, and there's not going to be any more harvesting until, well, next harvest season. So after we're all done with this, and kind of in future episodes, we still have to, well, put herbicide in the field in front of us, the wheat. But after that, it's going to be the best time of year, winter, where we just kind of leave everything in the silos for a couple months until the best prices hit, and then we're going to sell everything and make a lot of money and hopefully pay off that loan I have, because I do not like having loans. So it kind of gives you a false sense of how much money you have. All right, so it looks like the worker missed this over here, so we're gonna grab this for them. And I'm not gonna grab the cart. I could like, because I also do have this harvester set up on the same thing, I could actually put my pipe out and the worker would come over and empty it, but I want to let the other harvester get that. So let me get this out, and let's just empty our load here. In fact, there goes the worker. It knows the other harvester is done and this pipe's gonna be coming out any moment. Either that or it was triggered by mine. It might have been triggered by mine. If that was the case, sorry. Oh, nope. It's heading over to that one. Okay. We're good. We're good. So I'm going to get this washed and we'll get it put away. Actually, I can go ahead and fold up the harvester too. Because, yeah, this thing needs to be washed. Oh, wait a second. I don't have any thing to wash with. So let's spend some money, because, yeah. All right, so let's grab this one here. What I'm going to do is put this right here. And then put another one over here. Now, do I don't have one over here either, do I? I do not. So we're going to stick one over here as well. Actually, not there. Let's put it. Let's see, do I have any other ones? Yeah, let's just put it right here. There we go. All right, now we have some place to wash our equipment. I kind of forgot that in the setup, which that's embarrassing. Oh well. Let's get this cleaned up here. And the Bluetooth on this wireless hose is doesn't have a very good length on it. I need to get a better grade Bluetooth or something, or a better Wi-Fi. Because, yeah, 5 meters, or is it? I'm not sure. That's more than 5 meters, but yeah, whatever the length is, it's not enough. All right, this is almost clean. I think we're good. All right, so let's head over here. Make the corner. There we go. All right, perfect. Got that one put away. So let's park this in the shed, and then we're gonna head over to the other harvester and get it put away as well. All right, one down, one to go. All right, so it looks like this one is all emptied. It is, but it didn't do a very good job of finishing off the field. I might have some settings I need to adjust on that. I think I have it set where it must not be, it must be not going all the way out. So I'll have to adjust that. Let's just grab that real quick. Empty this real quick, which will take no time at all. While that's folding up, I'm gonna hop in here. Let's bring up our auto drive, and what we're gonna do is change this from that to unload and send it over there. Right. Go ahead and clear our waypoints out from the course play, and yeah, because we are all done with harvesting. Now the big question is, how many liters of corn did we get? And we'll find that out soon, once I get over to the semi and get around this guy here. We'll be sure and watch this one before we put it away too. So what I'll do is I'll get this washed and I'll get it put away, and then we'll get back once I get over to the semi. All right, so we are good to go there. I'm just curious where the tractor is going. It should have just gone there and... Oh, do I have a set to return? I think I do. Whoops. Let's see if I can run here fast. There's no one in there. Okay, that was I don't know what that was. That was not normal. Just an FYI. It's like it was just coasting along with no one in the tractor. All right, so that's new. That's a new one. What we're gonna do is let's send this back over to the farm. We're gonna send it to the semi-grain cart shed. And let me just change this to, there we go. Take the path, drive. Well, the semi actually never had to do a load because, well, yeah, it's not even near capacity. I forgot I have like a super unreal capacity on this one. If I'd used the other one, it probably would have had the other trailer. It would have probably had to do a couple of trips. But with this one, and yeah, it's all in one trip. So we ended up with 184,968 liters, which that's pretty awesome for corn, because these fields, they're not that big really. Compared to other fields, they're actually not that big. So that is actually really good. So let's get this, I think about putting in the silo, but actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and dump this into the grain dryer, because that will, I think we'll make more money on that. Actually, let's just check that. Let's check our prices. Because dried corn should be worth more, but doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be. Let's see, corn, where are you? There you are. All right, so peak corn is about 1,500. Let's find dried corn.
3 days later.
This is one of the problems when you have a bunch of mods installed. You get a bunch of stuff in your sell prices. There it is, dried corn. Yeah, so $2,300. So our lowest price on dried corn is actually almost as well. It's higher than what we're paying right now, and our highest price is, yeah, much better. So we're gonna dry the corn. So yeah, Easy choice. Easy choice. I just need to figure out, how do I change? Tip side front. There we go. I had to use a little cheat menu to figure out how to go from front to back or back to front. All right. Now let's empty the back out. There we go. Get all that sweet golden money. Well, it's about to be even more money. So let's get in here and we're going to turn this on. And yeah, that's going to give us some... I already have it preloaded with propane. We bought a bunch, so we're good on propane. We just need to get it dry out. And then once that's done, we'll make some good money on that. But I think for now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here. I'll get these put away. And we are pretty much done with our last of our harvesting for the year. So in our next episode, we'll look for the best time to sell everything. And we're going to move through quite a few months in the next episode. Because there's not a whole lot going on in the winter. It's pretty much take care of the animals, and then once the prices are, you know, at optimal, sell all the crops. So once we hit that time period, which I think is around January usually, we will so we'll probably end up moving forward to January after we check everything out, the first part, and then we will hopefully make enough money to pay down a large portion of our loan, if not all of the loan. So I hope you are enjoying the series. Be sure and leave a like. And if you have not already, leave a comment. I'm sure you probably already did about when I was grabbing the wrong header. Because yeah, that's still kind of embarrassing. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next episode.
Where the shadows play, there's no looking the other way. Blackbird inside your chest calls on you to cry. You decided it was time for him to fly.